You are listening to the Daily Gospel Reflections with Sister Cloth. This podcast is brought to you by the Paulines Multimedia. It is our mission to bring the Word of God to all peoples through sounds and images, voices, and music. Come and join us as we share with you a thought a day. A reading from the Gospel according to St. Matthew chapter 5, verses 1 to 12a. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up the mountain, and after he sat down, his disciples came to him. Then he began to speak and taught them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven." Let us all rejoice with the saints in heaven as we commemorate the solemnity of All Saints. The Catholic Church teaches us that on the solemnity of All Saints, we celebrate those Christians who achieved spiritual maturity or who practiced spiritual discipline during their lifetime and succeeded in changing from pleasing themselves to pleasing God. They have truly lived the Beatitudes. Whenever I hear this gospel on the Beatitudes, a song from the distant past entitled "Two Different Worlds" comes to mind, particularly the two lines that go this way. "We live in two different worlds. They say we're so far apart." What do those lines remind me of? Well, if we read the lives of saints, many of us, if not all, will probably find our lifestyle so far different from theirs. Just think, for example, about how we seek happiness. Yes, we all desire happiness, but how do we try to find it? By investing our time and efforts in getting what we want, like living in a beautiful house, acquiring a car, getting the latest cell phone, or traveling around the world. In high school, I told my mama that getting to the US would make me happiest. But when I finally got there, I felt something was still lacking, and I was unhappy. Thus, my youthful belief in finding happiness while stepping on American soil wasn't true. Now, I think of the saints. How did they seek happiness? And how could they find it? I want to pick up the idea of Bishop Kenneth Polish, who finds in the 8 Beatitudes the answer to how we can be happy as Christians. He says that dividing the word Beatitudes into 2 words and making the word be as a verb to be can tell us what we ought to do to be happy. In other words, to be satisfied, we need to strive to have in the depths of our very being the 8 Beatitudes, as in attitudes of being poor in spirit, of being sorry for our sins, of being meek, merciful, pure of heart, peacemakers, of being able to walk in the righteousness of God. and being able to bear insults for Christ's sake. I believe these attitudes made the saints merit their heavenly reward. As ordinary Christians, being happy despite great difficulties is beyond human powers. But if you believe and trust that Jesus is with us, we must ask Him to help us handle our challenges. At the same time, we are invited to accept the complex realities of life and bear them with the help of divine grace. Then, happy shall we be. Be with us again tomorrow as we share with you a thought a day. Meanwhile, you can follow us and listen to other Apple and Google podcasts on Spotify, produced by Paulines Multimedia. Have a good day.